My window's open too. Recording is in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. This is episode 35, right?
Woo.
35.
We got to your age. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it just feels weird. I was just saying to Sefa that it feels weird to be recording right now because it's so late in the day. This is usually when we drop the episode. And I got hella like stage fright and shit. I'm over here like nervous and shit. Like we haven't been doing this for 35 weeks, so it's weird. The time is throwing me off. But yeah, we're here. Okay, best podcast in the universe.
Yeah, we just had a little delay, but everybody needs some time everybody needs some like relaxation time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's our day off really a little bit. So how did so we're recording a little late. How did you spend your extra few hours?
I was at the Uso and them's house. We were just talking about the show. But yeah, I was at the Uso's house, chilling, catching up with everybody, man. Everybody has dogs now. Everybody's a fur parent now. Hell yeah. So It was cool to see everybody. It was really fun. Just being able to just chill and just hang the fuck out and smoke a whole pack of cigarettes.
So you're not a dog
uninterrupted
person.
I am. I mean, I'm a dog person. I like dogs. I like being over there. I was petting all the dogs. I was having fun with them. It was fun, but it's just just some surrounding family. Just might not be fans of the the pets in the house. So.
Oh, okay. Did you have a dog growing up?
No, I always wanted one though. I always wanted one, but then like I realized like it's probably too much responsibility.
Yeah, you start with a fish.
Yeah, I don't think that fish would last. If you gave teenage Marcus a fish, it wouldn't last.
I think if you gave adult Marcus a fish, it might struggle.
Hey, it'll survive longer than teenage Marcus having a fish. Hell no.
You gonna be like, nah, bro, I'm gonna just feed you for the whole week today.
Just have a fucking big ass pile of fish food at the bottom of the thing. Like, yeah, he can just go for seconds and thirds whenever he wants.
Yeah,
right.
Bro,
that's how it works.
Ahead. Yeah,
bro.
We never had animals either, but like when we lived with my grandma and them, my uncle used to have dogs, but they were like very violent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both got put down because they would attack people. Then my other uncle, my Philip. You mean what?
No. I'm saying like well-trained dogs are always great, man. But when they're vicious,
yeah.
Because I met some vicious dogs in Samoa, but we'll
those
we'll
don't
get
count.
Into that. Why don't they count?
Them is it. You don't really have dogs. Like you don't really get dogs. You just end up having dogs. Like if you feed them at the store and you walk home. They just follow you and they become your dog. Oh, in Samoa, we used to have dogs, right? We had two, Marco and Macchiato, my grandma's dogs. And then my cousin Nathan and Mocha and them, they had dogs at their house. And they had one dog, her name was Brownie. Bro, when I tell you Brownie was a thug, bro, rest in peace, Brownie, bro. She was, and so, all right, this is really bad because I didn't know that dogs can't have chocolate. I didn't know that.
Well, you didn't know that in Samoa?
No, bro, I didn't know that. I never had dogs before.
Well, yeah, me neither. I knew that in high school, though.
Well, thanks for not telling me.
Oh, yeah, I should have told him. R.I.P. Brownie.
Bruh, I didn't kill, bro. Hold on, I didn't kill. Hold up, bro. I was trying to R.I.P. Brownie right after I talk about her, bro. Hold up. She died for something totally different. I wasn't even in Samoa. Don't even.
All right, man. I don't want to tarnish Brownie's memory, bro.
I'm just trying to put a body on me, bro. Chill out.
I didn't know I was talking to a murderer.
No, okay, so Brownie was a thug, bro. One, so I would feed the dogs. Like I like the dogs, and we had our good little 2 at my house and 3 at Mocha's house. And I would feed the dogs. So Brownie, that was my homie. Like every time I go over, I always had a snack for her. And then I remember the first time, not the first time, but the first time I walked to the store and she walked with me, She was like playing in the middle of the road. I start walking up the road. She start walking up the road, bro. And I was like, oh, just stay, just stay. I get to the road and I cross the street because there's like a store right next. And you remember my house? I crossed the street. As soon as I crossed the street, all these dogs from Kango Hill started coming down and like chasing after me, bro. When I tell you, Brownie, I think Brownie left like 30 feet in the air.
Oh,
like super dog.
Oh, Air Bud.
She jumped over and just stood there and started growling at all the dogs, and they all was just backed up, bro. I was just like, oh,
damn.
Shoot. And
well,
then
I wish I had Brownie when I got fucking attacked. I was all right, whatever. All right, we'll get into that.
I walked to the store. I got my stuff. Brownie stayed there. She stayed right next to the store door, and then she laid down. One. I walked in, got my stuff. And this is all right, man. I'm so sorry. Look, I got her a Snickers. Okay. I got her a Snickers bar, and she loved it. But that's not even the bad part.
Well, of course. How can you not love it? Snickers is awesome.
So I would
dog or man.
I would go to the store, not frequently, but when I did go to the store, I walk over there and be like, "Come on, Brownie, let's go." Go to the store.
Of course.
She protect me, and I get her Snickers bar.
Oh no! You better multiple Snickers bars. No, I thought it was just one time.
I didn't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Shout out to Brownie. She was my protector. You feel me? She was a gangster.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just learned that chocolate isn't the only thing that can harm dogs. Like there are hella toxic foods out there. I just learned that avocados are bad for dogs, onions, garlic.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
We used to feed our dog soup like on the birthday. On the birthday. Yeah. Pea soup and onions. Happy birthday.
Bro, I don't know these things, dog. Like there's just so much information that I don't know about dogs that if I were to get one right now, it'd probably not survive the week.
What would last longer, hell? Marcus's dog or Marcus's fish? We need some answers.
That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. Shit. Yeah, that's, man. Damn, RP Brownie, bro.
Yeah, RP Brownie, man.
I wish I had Brownie when I got fucking attacked. I was saying that I got attacked by some dogs in Samoa too. All them growling at me on my way to the store. God, damn.
If y'all have never been to Samoa, one of the things that you have to look out for when you're going for a walk or going for a jog is all of the stray dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Oh, that shit's intimidating as hell.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is the dogs. Like there are certain things that dogs have picked up on since they're from Samoa. If you go down and you act like you're picking up a rock, they'll flinch.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do the act of going down, like going to the floor and picking something up, they'll flinch because they already know somebody about to try to stone them, and or I mean somebody's about to throw them with a rock.
Yeah, gotta throw them with the rock. Pick up a rock and throw them with it.
So yeah, I thought that was crazy. My teacher, Mr. Dr. Deweese, he used to run around itty with a golf club. That's how he used to do his jogging. He used to jog with a golf club, bro. That was crazy. But anyways, man, how you been, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I've been good, bro. Same old stuff. I finally finished Snowfall. I finished it. All right, I finished it. And you said you saw
years later.
Yeah. Exactly, right? So I finally finished Snowfall, and I don't get why everybody hated it. I thought it was a cool wrap up to what happened, and it was a logical conclusion for Franklin's storyline. Why was everybody tripping so hard? You seen the finale, and you didn't even see anything else.
So a lot of people are saying it wasn't logical because they say for the whole show, his main thing was to be level-headed, to stay sober-minded, and to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
That was his main weapon, was to be like I don't know, because this is just what I heard off a podcast that I listened to, but
Mm-hmm.
his main weapon, like compared to everyone else, was the fact that he was damn near like a strategic tacticianer type person. And
Yeah, he was
so
brilliant. He was like a low key genius.
so they said for him to fall to alcoholism and then not be able to get back up was like
Mm.
totally against everything they've seen him do at 20 years old or 18 years old or whatever. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know because I didn't watch it. I did watch the ending though. And to me, bro, it was super sad because it's like, how many of those stories do we know in real life?
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, like
Mm-hmm. And
you
that's why
see,
it's logical, bro. Like you've seen so many examples of that, of very smart people. I mean, maybe not becoming kingpins in South Central Los Angeles, but becoming, something big, and then something happens to where they fall to, whatever vices it is. You know what I'm saying? And then they become just, another body in the street.
yeah,
So that was like a way for it to be very logical. Like I don't understand. Like it seems like they don't think that people can change. It's a fucking character in a show, and I know his whole thing was that he was very smart and very tactical, right? But man, the greed for money can do so much, right? And it goes back to that quote. What people say, they shorten the quote: "Money is the root of all evil." Bro, it's the love of money, right? The love of money
oh,
is the root.
get him, Deacon.
Yeah, the love of money. Yeah, the love of money is the root of all evil. So it's like, there it is. So I felt like it was a logical conclusion to a storyline, bro. Like and they kind of address it earlier too, like in an earlier season when his mentor Ari, shout RP Ari or Avi? No, it was Avi. R.I.P. Avi. Avi says, Franklin, don't get too greedy. That's how they find your weakness. Franklin got greedy. They found his weakness, exploited it, homeless on the street, just like his dad. So I thought, just for what it was a really good show and a pretty good ending. And seeing
Mm.
Leon in a Jerry curl was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. But
Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was cool.
I didn't even watch the whole last episode. I just watched the last 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
seen just the way it, man. And I remember the first season. I watched the first season, maybe the first
Mm-hmm.
two, and then to see where he was at then, and just yeah, like I said, it was such a it was so familiar. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of the, you see a lot of the OGs in the hood, or like just people around you grown up, just being in the hood, and you see like a lot of people on the streets. Like there was a lady that we I don't know what it was exactly, but a lot of people used to say she was like prom queen at my high
Mm-hmm.
school, and now she pushing a cart, homeless on the street, and like
Mm-hmm.
that was one of many stories,
Mm-hmm.
So to see that, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, it kind of made me sick to my stomach. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at the show for doing it. Like, I think it was really
Mm-hmm.
great that they were able to evoke this much emotion out of somebody like me, and someone who didn't even watch it. But like to
Mm-hmm.
see that and just where I'm from and what I've seen and how I've seen people fall from grace, it was just like, it was gut wrenching, bro. It was
Yeah.
really good. I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch this show because I'm
Yeah.
sad, and I would have probably been
Mm-hmm.
extremely sad if I had known Franklin to the depth that y'all do. So,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully I didn't watch that show like that.
Yeah. Just I just want to bring up the scene between Leon and Franklin's mom when Franklin was in jail and shit, dog. Just that scene made me fucking cry because I was like, damn, bro. Franklin's mom fucking hates Sissy hates Franklin because he was just so lost. She hates him. So every time he comes to visit her, you've seen it. She doesn't talk. She doesn't talk on the phone. She just sits there and stares at him while he's over here just groveling to his mom, begging her for help. Without context, it sounds bad, but I mean, you watch the show or whatever. Sissy was. I don't know. Well, that's a gripe. And you know what? I keep going on different things, but like that's one of my minor gripes is Sissy's character. She
Mhm.
pissed me off, and Louis pissed me off.
Okay.
Louis story pissed me off because she was a dirtbag too. Like Franklin was a dick. Okay, Franklin became a dick throughout the entire show, bro. But Louis became this power hungry like bitch, like to the point where it was just, it just like bro, it fucked over a lot of people. So to see her I guess it was cool that she got away almost scot-free and shit. Like she was almost caught or whatever. But like, just I was just like, damn, nah. Louis should have been caught. She should have been caught by the DEA when they came. I hate her guts, and she did Jerome dirty, man. But yeah, so like with Sissy and Leon, like that scene made me cry because it's like, damn, dog, like it just to see the growth between season 1 Leon till now, because Leon was the thug. Leon was the thug. You know, Franklin was just the nerdy square with the brick, but it was Leon that gave him the street cred, you know? So he was the one teaching him to like really be from the streets and shit. But then Leon goes through his own transformation, going to Ghana and all this, you know, this very empowering stuff, and he becomes, you know, a revolutionary almost. You know what I'm saying? So to see the character development, it was just a really good show. It's just I do have my gripes with it as well, but it's just from a character standpoint. I don't really have no problem with the ending. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty good.
Yeah, you know? a lot of people put it up there with The Wire. A lot of people are putting it up there with one of the better TV shows we've seen ever. And judging by the last 15 minutes, man, I ain't gonna deny it or nothing. You know, I won't argue. But
what have you been, bro? Sorry, my fault.
No, one of the TV shows that I'm watching currently, Mayor of Kingstown.
Okay.
It got Jeremy Renner from Hawkeye. It got him in there, and he damn near Hawkeye. He damn near this. I mean, but in the hood. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. I just know it's hella Crips, and he cool with the Crips, and that's. I was JD told me to watch it. I watched it in the first minute. He was like, "Yeah, man, them Crips is crazy." And I was like, "Oh, they gangbanging in this show? What they talking about?" So, Mayor of Kingstown is a show that I'm watching right now. I'm on season 2. This show is really good. Y'all should check it out.
Is Jeremy Renner the mayor of Kingstown? Just tell me that part.
I mean, he's not really a mayor, but he is the mayor.
Got it.
He runs. He runs everything without. He's not a mayor though. But
right.
But a TV show that I'm sure you watched, and I know I watched avidly as a kid, as a teen. I didn't realize how crazy Dog the Bounty Hunter was.
Yeah, right. I used to watch that show with my dad, and we would just sit back and laugh.
Bro, I loved that show as a kid. I'm watching it now. Oh, bro, how did they let this dude do it? Man, I swear, bro, they let white people do anything. How did they let him do this?
And they had a camera crew following him around doing this crazy shit.
Bro, so the episode that I watched, it was with some girl. I think they knew her as a kid or whatever. And she got on drugs. She got on bail, and then she was back on drugs. Bro, so they find her, they catch her, they arrest her because they're not even police, but they arrest her.
Right.
And then they're like,
detain her.
And then they're like, who did you get your drugs from? Who did you get them from? Call him up right now. Tell him you want to re-up. Tell him you want some more. We're gonna bust this. We're gonna bust this guy. And they're like, she's like, no, I don't want to do that. And they're like, no, yeah. And so people are calling her phone. They're answering the phone. They're like, yeah, sorry, she's under arrest. She's going to jail, and we're about to find you and you're going to jail too. Like blowing her up, bro, like busting her out, like literally
putting her in fucking danger.
Yeah, and then they're
more danger.
And then they're like, yo, where's this guy at? Where do you get your drugs from? And they start going on a wild goose chase
manhunt
for this
dude.
Like
an old manhunt. Yeah.
And the thing about it is though, bro, they walk into a restaurant and they're like, oh yeah, is that the guy? Is that the guy? You better put your hands up. And I'm like, bro, they don't have no arrest warrant. They don't have no actual description of the guy. Like they have nothing to go on, but they literally walking around with their little cans of mace and just doing this crazy old stuff, bro. And I'm just like, how did people get away with this? Like you have no authority. You just a bail bondsman. Like you probably have authority over the person that bailed out. But like for you to just say you're gonna arrest a drug dealer and do all this other stuff, bro, that book was crazy. And it was talking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So Man, I
Dog
cannot.
is a habitual line stepper, bro, in and outside of the show, bro. Like that fool. I haven't seen Dog the Bounty Hunter in years, but like, the last thing I really heard about him was the good old N-word stuff that he was throwing around.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's that.
The
But
racist
that's really all I
rants.
know. The good old racist rants, the good old Hulk Hogan.
He also
You
went
know?
to Mexico and arrested somebody who jumped bond, and then try to bring him back over the border.
What a fucking
Bro, the
dog.
audacity that you have to think you could just do that as a dude
Mhm.
who ain't even a cop, ain't even in the
Yeah.
military. Like, what? Bro,
Dog.
I was flabbergasted.
Mm.
I was watching it like, how the heck can you just walk into? Oh man, bro, my mind was I was mind blown, bro. I was like, they
Mhm.
can't do this. They can't do this. They can't
Yeah,
do
all of
this.
that is illegal. Yeah.
Cop,
It just
cops can't
all
even do that.
looks, you
Cops
know what I'm
literally
saying?
can't even do that. So what?
So then now it begs the question, like, were they all actors? No, they all have to have been actors now.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I knew one of those dudes.
Oh shit.
It was like my cousin's uncle, or I didn't know him, but he came to Sacramento, and then in the episode he got arrested at the airport coming from Sacramento.
Oh.
Yeah, my cousins, they probably gonna watch this and then fill me in, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like one of their cousins or one of their uncles, and he flew in on the episode. They were looking at the board saying, "Where's Sacramento?" Arriving from Sacramento, and they arrested him in the airport.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
man, I was just tripping. I didn't understand how any of this was going on. Like
that
it was
show's like another one of those like that's just old as hell too, like early 2000s, mid 2000s.
my bro, was there no laws?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was just a lawless time on TV back then,
like
bro. Like people just
what
getting away with anything.
if this is I'm thinking to myself, bro, I'm literally watching it and I'm like, he can't do this. And then I'm like,
Mhm.
wait, if this is what they were showing on TV, just imagine what they was doing off camera.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh, we've seen what he does off camera.
but I'm just like, did nobody care? Like,
Oh no.
did cops
No.
not do their job? Like, what were the lines? Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't, bro. I'm just sitting here. I step back and I'm just like, bruh, they was getting away with literally anything back then, and it wasn't even that
Mhm.
far ago. Like, it wasn't even that long
Yeah.
ago. Like, yo, that's
I
crazy,
don't
man.
know. Yeah, shout out to Dog the Bounty Hunter. Come on the show. We get Dog the Bounty Hunter on the show. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they would be over there like they would cuss him out and call him up, all these crackheads and smoking rocks and everybody give him a cigarette, give him one
No,
cigarette, bro. You
I
gonna
was
say a
just about
prayer?
to say that. Yeah, yeah, go say a prayer. Yeah, be in the car with him
Come
trying to
on,
talk him
let's say a
down. Like, bro,
prayer.
you didn't just put his fucking life in danger. You know what I'm saying? Blowing his spot up like that. Weirdo ass fool.
It was crazy, bro. I just man,
Yeah. You're making me want to watch it again though.
you should.
Just to see.
You should, and you just feel disgusted. You're just gonna be like, what?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh man, I couldn't believe it, bro.
Yeah. Wait,
So
you couldn't believe it? Oh yeah,
I
no,
couldn't.
TV's disgusting.
I couldn't believe it was getting away with it.
Oh yeah.
So we got a few topics today. We had some conversations over the week, and one of the, with the NBA wrapping up, the NFL news starting to ramp up. I get excited when I see like training camp videos and trade rumor talks and signings and all that. So I'm excited and can't wait. But in light of recent events, we wanted to do another top 5, this time for athletes. So we wanted to do a top 5 athletes, Pacific Islander athletes. And I wanted to beat Marcus with my list.
Yeah. In what? I don't know. Because I didn't know this was a competition.
Everything's a competition. Just know that.
Yeah.
So we had a few things on the rubric, right? It was basically the same as the music artists.
Yeah. So my thing was when we brought up the top 5 list, I was like, are we gonna make the entire episode the top 5 like the last one? Because that last one that took up the entire time because we gave ourselves a week to prepare. We had an extensive rubric, you know what I'm saying?
We had homework. It felt like homework.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And it was the same thing with this. Like we gave ourselves still a couple of days to think about it. It's just times I didn't really think about it. And I don't want to I don't want to not do this list justice because these are some legends and shit. So I really want to talk about it. And I'm sure people are going to, have their opinions about it just like they did with the music. So, I mean, we'll try to keep this short but this is a very debatable topic, right? It's very debatable. It's liable to go.
I don't think we're going to have the same. I don't think so.
No, I don't think we'll have the same, but we might have the same number 1. Okay. I think we might have the same number 1.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your music number 1, you beat me. I fumbled the bag. I fumbled the ball. You beat me the last time. You got me with Booyah Tribe. Okay. You beat me. Just wanted to throw that out there. I can admit defeat. I don't know if you're gonna beat me on this one though, but we gonna
took a lot. It took a lot for him to admit that. So I'll take that.
No, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No.
But, you know what I'm saying? So number 5, who want to go first? You or me?
I went first the last time. You go ahead and start us off because you're the sports guy.
So this is my list, and keep in mind this is my list as a kid that was born in 1992. Anyways, number 5, Troy Polamalu. Gotta go there. I gotta go there. Did you not? You didn't put Troy on there?
I did put him there, but my theory's already out the Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Okay.
I put Troy at number 1. The greatest safety from the Steelers.
You put Troy number 5.
I mean, Troy number 5. My bad. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Put Troy at number 5.
I put Troy at number 5. Greatest safety out of Pittsburgh ever. Probably. I'll put Ed Reed above him just purely off of stats, but watching like the eye test, watching Troy play, it was like fireworks, bro. Like it was so fun. He made football fun to watch, and the best thing to me about it was, I know not every Samoan is humble and quiet and respectable and respectful and just very. He was rambunctious on the field, and he was still humble about it. Like, and it wasn't an act. It wasn't like it wasn't just to be different. Like, he really was quiet, soft-spoken. Same thing like Kawhi Leonard. I put him in the same thing. He's not really flashy. He's a really solid player. So Troy was exciting to watch. This fool was one of the in my upbringing was one of the funnest players to play with on Madden. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like he up there, you know what I mean? So it was just So Troy, I put it, a Super Bowl winner. Troy, I put it number 5. I want to know who you got at 5.
I'm already looking down on my list. I already kind of hate it just after hearing what you're saying because all right. So this one, number 5, is kind of a cheat. It's a cheat code. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a cheat. But I wanted to try to encompass all sports, you know what I'm saying? Because my knowledge of PI athletes it's usually just football, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. And the play field's a lot more open nowadays. You know
I feel great about my list.
Yeah. There was no competition. He's the only one competing. But yeah, so it's the same thing, right? Being born in 91, so this is usually my biggest frame of reference.
81.
So number 5. Yeah. 81. My biggest frame of reference. What? No, I fucked up. Number 5 for me is The Rock.
I'm not gonna lie. I got him at number 4.
Let's go.
I didn't think you'd put him there. I didn't think you'd put him on your list.
Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Yeah, so I have The Rock, Dwayne the Johnson, right? I have him on there number 5 because yeah, the one of the best wrestlers ever,
Mm-hmm.
right? One of the
Yep.
greatest selling wrestlers ever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? As far as merchandise and numbers and stuff. One of the most, legendary. He's a legend in the industry. And then on top of that, he's got his acting career, which is,
Mm-hmm.
more than taken off. So, he's a global brand now.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest people like on the planet. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So that can't be discounted. But he's on this list because of the wrestling, obviously, and also he played for the U.
Yeah.
He was a football player too. I think he was highly touted too. He played on the undefeated Miami team, right?
He might have.
That season where they went, I think they went undefeated and won the whole thing.
I just know
Which
he was nice. He was nice in
yeah,
college, you know?
I heard he was nice in college. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yep, Dwayne's number 5 for me, just because of the nostalgia. He was an athlete, and he's putting on for our people. He's been doing that for years. So
Yeah.
Dwayne at number 5.
So I got the Rock at number 4, but
Mm-hmm.
I give you that. Yeah, for sure. To me, he was the face of the franchise for WWE for quite a while. Him and Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just he was growing up, like he was the guy.
Yeah.
Everybody around our age group, when we was coming up, wrestling was a thing. I don't know how much of a thing it is these days amongst kids, but for us in the 90s and early 2000s, wrestling was a thing. And it was like church. We would all gather around as a family and watch together. And
Right.
so when The Rock started coming up, to see somebody who is like us as a Samoan little kid, like it was just a feeling that you can't even describe. We had
when
no, like,
he
you said what?
when he got his tattoo, when he first
Oh
got his tattoo, that's when I was like,
yeah.
yo, this is my uncle right there. You know?
Yeah, it was just different. It was just different. We,
Yeah.
of course, we had football players, but honestly, as a kid, I didn't really get into football like that. Like I didn't really watch it too much. I used to be a Terrell
Yeah.
Davis fan, and I watch it here and there, but wrestling was life. I was jumping
Yeah,
off the
bro.
couches, I was doing suplexes with the pillows, and I
Oh
mean, like
yeah.
it was just like a thing. Like we were all of us was into it. And
For real.
so,
Putting each other in the sharpshooter, giving each other stone cold stunners,
you
bro.
know,
Like the aluminum pans turned into steel chairs. Like,
I,
bro, it was
I don't know
over,
if I can
bro.
say this, but we was putting people in crippler cross faces. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
it was just so The Rock is
Yeah.
number 4 for me. So
Okay.
go ahead. Who's your number 3 then?
Well, I haven't
You want
gotten
me
to
to?
number 4.
Oh, who's your number 4? Sorry.
Here, no, yeah. So, but yeah, no, my number 5 was The Rock. So number 4 for me is the good old David Tua. Okay, David Tua. You got him at number what?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Why? What's up? Oh no. Oh, I gotta
Why
hear
is
this.
David
So
Tua? Why is David Tua number 4?
David Tua is number 4 for me because it was the same thing. Like growing up, just seeing another Samoan dude who was knocking people out. He had a pretty solid career. I don't know if I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
I
he's
don't know if
most
he is.
recently.
Oh yeah, we talked about it on the show. He is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he literally just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
So Hall of Fame career, never won a title, but he fought for it against Lennox Lewis, and I remember that when I was a kid. I remember being
Mhm.
excited for that. So just seeing just another Samoan dude wrecking shop in the heavyweight division, and he was always at the top of his division, like towards the top of his division for years.
Mm.
Until his retirement or whatever. So, and it was he's up there because I met him and he seemed like a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He signed my shirt. But yeah, growing up, it was always like, we loved boxing in our house too. And it was always like, yeah, David Tua is the man. David Tua is the guy. But I mean, I think out of just all this entire list, he's probably the only one who really isn't known outside of the community, because he's really, I feel like David Tua is super huge in our community. But not outside of it.
I would disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, he's of
I think
course
like
he's not
maybe
as,
among like boxing enthusiasts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
but
of
like,
course, football to us is gonna be,
yeah,
big because we're in America. But
right.
boxing is a worldwide sport. They got
That
boxing in
is, yeah,
every.
that is still
So the fact that Tua was up there, they kind of retrospectively put him up there with Tyson, saying like him and
mm,
Tyson would have been an incredible matchup. I think he's a lot more known than we probably would
give
know.
him credit
Just
for.
because just
Yeah.
because boxing, I mean, it is, it's big, but like I don't think Americans are into boxing like other countries are.
No, it's all
Yeah.
about MMA here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's more MMA
okay.
here. But
I
yeah,
guess
still, yeah. Number 4, David Tua.
I met him too in Samoa at a concert. And when
Mm.
I realized we were standing in front of him, like blocking his view, I got hella scared. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Just lay on the ground. Just lay on the ground, bro. Like, don't even.
Yeah.
All right, so you got David Tua at number 4.
4. Yeah. So it's your number
All right.
3.
Number 3 for me, Junior Seau. I got
Okay.
I got Seau in there. Number
Mm.
3. So Troy was the guy growing up. So he,
Mm-hmm.
like when we was kids and we came up and he was maturing as we were maturing. He was maturing in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL while I was maturing in junior high and the high school, and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, Junior Seau was that guy. Like he was established as that guy. And like I said before, I didn't really watch football like that as a young kid. But when I did,
Mm-hmm.
55 was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it was man, bro. Like he was one of the hardest hitting linebackers I've ever saw. And
Mm.
just to know that he was Samoan just made it even a bigger deal to me. I wasn't a Chargers fan, so it didn't hit like it probably did for a lot of other people. But I know a lot of people who, a lot of the older generation, like one generation above me, there's a lot of Chargers fans because of him, because
Mm.
that was the face of Samoan football players at the time. And
Mm.
they was like, oh yeah, we picking teams. That's the team I'm finna pick with the Uso just going
Right.
crazy on every, So Junior Seau, one of the most notable, linebackers ever, one of the top Pacific Islander football players ever and athletes ever. I got him at number 3. Who's your number 3, bro?
Now my number 3 is also Junior Seau, bro. We
Oh,
got the
let's
same number 3. We
go.
got the same number 3.
Cross the
Hell yeah.
swords, bro.
Yeah. So so yeah, Junior Seau for the same reasons, bro. He was like, the biggest face for me growing up because I was just like you, bro. Well, I still kind of am like you when you were younger. I don't really watch sports that much, but when I did, it was always with my dad. And
Mhm,
even though my dad wasn't a Chargers fan either, he loved seeing Junior Seau play because one, he was Samoan, and two, he was really fucking good. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? But so whenever I caught football games, it was always with my dad. And then I got older, and I didn't really watch it too much with him. But what we did watch was, do you remember the Versus channel? It was a channel called Versus, and it centered around like sports. You know what I'm saying? But mainly like combat sports, MMA, boxing, or whatever. Maybe I think it's just centered around those, right? But
Oh,
Junior
I think I
Seau,
remember. I think I remember.
yeah, because on Versus they used to have the WEC on there. I don't know if you remember the WEC, the lower weight classes before they got absorbed into UFC.
Mhm.
So on Versus they had WEC, but they also had a show called Sports Jobs with Junior Seau, and I remember watching that. And here was an episode that he did with Forrest Griffin, and he was training with him. So
Oh,
just it was a cool episode. I think it didn't last a full season; it only lasted like 7, 8 episodes. But just seeing him having his own show on there after retiring from the NFL, and like it was more nostalgia for me, even as a teenager, because like, oh damn, I remember him when I was a kid, and now he's got his own show.
mhm.
And just to like, I was going through his accomplishments in the league and stuff. So it was a first round draft pick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, it was a first round draft pick, highly touted. So yeah, he's a legend. R.I.P. to the legend. So Junior Seau number 3 for me. Oh, and also, what I always remember is the poster that he had, where on the top of it said "Say Ow." It said Junior, and then it would say "Say dash Ow." like how to pronounce his last name. I always thought that was hella funny. I was like, damn, that's really how it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
number 3 for me is Junior Seau.
Hey man, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our number twos are probably totally different though.
Okay.
My
Go
number
ahead.
two is Jesse Sapolu. Yeah,
Oh, I've always heard the name, but that's on me. I've always heard his
yeah.
name and stuff, and know what he's done. I just don't. I didn't like know exactly what he did or his career. You know what I'm saying?
Two-time All NFL, 4-time Super Bowl champ. Jesse
Ooh.
Sapolu. I think the most decorated Samoan football player ever.
Mm,
I think he born in Laie, went to Farrington, got drafted super late.
mm,
I think he got drafted in like the 11th round or something like that back in the day.
mm-hmm,
But hey man, he was in the league for quite some time, Hall of Famer.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, like his time was way before our time, so we wasn't able to experience it. We wasn't able to watch, but like
mm,
when you just pay attention and you see everyone that you look up to talk about who they look up to, I couldn't not add him on the list. I have no personal references to his game or to the way he bought out, the way that I did with Troy or with Junior Seau, but just off of just straight up like mythology. Like he's
mm,
like a mythical creature to me because
mm,
he's just that guy. And everybody has always talked about that guy. And like I said, me being 31, I didn't really get to watch him play like that. I didn't watch those teams play, but you gotta give respect. And plus he's a Niner. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it, man. I had to put
right.
him at number 2. Well, the one to me, the most decorated shot won, four Super Bowls, bro. Like who does that?
Mm,
Who does that, bro? Like so, yeah. Jesse Sapolo, I got him at number 2. Who's your
okay.
number 2, bro?
My my number 2 is Haloti Nata.
Okay.
Yeah, Haloti Nata. That was always a name like I heard in high school and stuff too. Like I was out of my football phase and stuff, but like it was always a name that I'd seen everybody talk about as far as like how good he was on defense, and I've seen a couple of his games. He was really good. Super Bowl title with the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame. He's also in the Hall of Fame too. I didn't even know. Like, I always thought I still thought he was playing, bro. I didn't even know he like retired until like recently, bro. I always thought like he was just playing for like 20 plus years and shit. So to
Yeah.
learn that he retired like pretty early, I think he only played for like 10 or 11 seasons. But yeah, I put him up. I put him up there just because he was always someone that I thought that everybody talked about in such like in such a big light, whether it's on Warner Tongan or whatever. Like, he was always showing love on my timeline every time I seen it on like Twitter and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody was always talking about him. And now that we're talking about it, I feel like there was some kind of like poly Twitter thing involving him along, not some drama or anything. Like it was like strictly sports, but like I can't remember what it was, but I remember that being big. So I threw him on there at number 2 just because I feel like his influence is very underrated, but it's definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did
I'm sure
do you
the
know
T's are gonna put me on game about him. What?
do you know what college he went to?
Mm-mm.
If I'm
Oregon. Wait, no.
Yeah, he went to Oregon, right?
Oregon. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure. All right, so man, rest in peace to my uncle Junior CVE. I'm pretty sure he went to college with him because my uncle went
Hell
to
yeah.
Oregon, and I want to say my dad and my other uncle went to go visit, and he was like Hello Dinata was like a real good guy. Like he was leading worship, like he was like leading prayer meeting stuff with the team at
Mm,
Oregon. And I want to say
nice.
he was volunteering as a cop on the off season and stuff. I don't know if he still does that. But like
Mm-hmm.
he's real big on community. He's real big
Mm,
on like, just a solid individual, a really good guy, a really just staple in wherever he's at, because he was at Oregon, then he was at Baltimore, and I don't know where he's at now, but I just feel like I've always heard stories of him giving back or
mm-hmm.
community service, So
Right.
that's a really good number 2. Like I'm not mad at that at all. You know, shout out to the T's. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah,
So my
that's me. That's my number 2. So, oh
okay.
yeah, I need to hear this, and then we need to go back to that David Tua thing. We need to
Well,
go back to that. We'll go back to that later.
we're about to because my number 1 is David Tua.
Oh wow! Okay, tell me.
Yeah, my number 1 is David Tua.
Damn. Ooh, I like
Reese,
both of our lists. Oh,
yeah,
damn it!
I'm not mad.
All
I'm not
right.
mad. David Tua, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame of boxing. When you just, bruh, as a kid, we watched football. Like our families watched football. Our families watched wrestling. We were able to see these people that we had on our list prior, and it was like a thing. I didn't really know any boxers growing up. I knew Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali from before,
Right.
and like there was, what was his name? See, I can't even like Oscar De La Hoya type. There's those like
Yeah.
little people that were like monumental in boxing, but David Tua
Right.
he was just an exception. He was like somebody that, and like you said it earlier, you didn't think a lot of people. I felt like a lot of people that I knew, I was like, dang, you know about this? Like, you know about David Tua? Like, I thought he was one of ours. And then like slowly over
Okay.
time, you kind of realize, no, like the world knows about this guy. He gets inducted to the Hall of Fame. You're like, no, they really know about this guy. He's not just like a Samoan icon, like just in our community. And like, I even over the years when I got a little more into boxing, and you like just you listen to analysts and podcasts, and you watch interviews, and then you see these people who like know their stuff talk about how if he would have went up with Tyson, that would have been a long day for Tyson, prime Tyson.
Mm.
And like, so I don't know, like it hit different when it's coming from somebody outside of our community saying these things. When it comes from someone that's decorated in like just like being a historian of boxing, or being an analyst of boxing, people that know way more than I do. When they
Right.
bring up David Tua in this light, it's kind of like he gets more accolades to me than what I give him credit for. Because like I think we all kind of assume he's one of ours. Like he's he's not really too big. He wasn't the heavyweight champ. He wasn't like a Manny Pacquiao where he went undefeated for so many whatever, but he was big to
Right.
us. And then like growing up, I'm realizing, no, like the world knows about this dude. And so I think the fact that he's in the Hall of Fame, I think the fact that his name has been mentioned with some of the most iconic boxers we've ever known, like to be in that, just to be mentioned in that realm, and not like from a biased standpoint, not from someone who's Polynesian or Pacific Islander that wants to throw in their cousin or their uncle or whatever, like actual knowledgeable figures in boxing can say, yeah, he would have gave Tyson a run for his money. I think that's why I put him in the number 1. And plus,
Damn.
so yeah, that's my number 1, bro.
Wait. Plus, you know what?
No, just like so the rest of them was like a lot of football players, and then we had The Rock, who's
Okay.
also a football
Okay.
player. A little
Okay. So
diversity.
yeah. Okay. I hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also for awesome. I still can't believe that was him. That's fucking hilarious that was him. My number 1 is, yeah, you guessed it, Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Troy. I'm not mad at that number 1 though, man. I not like, now that you're putting that into perspective, like, damn, I guess he had to have been huge if they're inducting him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I just read that him and Tyson were very similar in style. The good old peekaboo, peekaboo power punching, especially that left hook he got. Yeah. So that would have been a crazy fight. So I'm not mad at that number 1 either. But my number 1 is the good old Troy Polamalu, man. And it's all for the same reasons that you stated for David Tua. Like when people, when you talk about football with people who aren't Samoan and stuff, they'll mention, when you tell them that you're Samoan too, like, oh, like Troy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I heard growing up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, just like Troy. Huh? You saw one like Troy? I played football in high school too. Like, oh, you like Troy? It's like, no.
Wait, you played football in high school?
Yeah, I was fucking terrible, but it was fun.
What position?
I played right tackle.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay. Big
Yeah,
dog.
you know?
All
Yeah, trying to
right.
get the good old pancake. I was getting my pancakes in. I was eating pancakes.
I didn't even
But
know, bro. Okay, I see you, dog.
oh yeah, man. Yeah, it lasted 2 years because I got lazy and burnt out. But yeah, it was the same thing for me. Like what you said about David Tua, very influential. He was the biggest Samoan face outside of just The Rock as far as sports.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as I got older. Always seeing Polomalu jerseys from Steelers fans in Texas, which was crazy. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He was just always like that was always everybody's frame of reference when you mentioned that you're a Samoan. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was always so just like Troy, and it's like he's not just an icon in our community either. Like he's huge in sports. He's huge. He's
Mm-hmm.
huge in football. He's huge in the Steelers community. He's huge in in sports itself. Like he's just beyond free safety of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So or strong safety. Sorry,
Sorry.
shit. Sorry, Troy. Please don't beat me up. Um, yeah. So that was my number one for the same reasons you had for David Tula because he's just someone that is known, known just as if not more so outside of our community. You know what I'm saying?
um,
And just a legend in his field.
did you so have you ever listened to interviews from Talanoa Hufanga from the Niners?
Mm-mm.
He had an interview with the Uso Big Body Cisco,
Mm.
and he basically was talking about how he met Troy in high school, and Troy basically he was like, "Yo, I want to be a great. What can I do to do that?" You know, Troy had talked to him and told him he was like, "Well, it's going to take a lot of discipline." And one of the things he had told Tyler Noah to do was get rid of social media. He said it's a
Mm.
distraction. None of that is conducive to what you're trying to achieve. I want you to get rid of your social media and focus on sports, focus on this, and focus on academics. And he told him, other things, but he Tyler Noah really did it. He deleted his social media for 3 years while he was in college. And when he met up with Troy after, Troy didn't believe that he did it. He was like, "What? You
Mm.
really did it?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, well, you gonna listen to the one of the greatest safeties of all time and not take heed to what he's telling you? Like how dumb could
Right.
you be? So he said, "Yeah, I really did it." And after that, Troy said, "You know what? Let's work out." And they worked out, and he gave him some tips and tricks and all that. But I think that
Nice.
just adds to the lore that is Troy Polamalu. Like he is really that humble, quiet, hardworking dude. And also
Mm-hmm.
on top of that, I'm just now remembering he's been to Samoa and he's had charity,
Yeah.
he's had camps and he's helped
Mm-hmm.
had a hand in throwing the concerts for the people for free.
Mm-hmm.
So, you talk about community work, you talking about just, overall, the guy, the character, characters is who you are when nobody's looking, the character of him. I think everything, I'm not mad at that number one at all. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I know JD's gonna be really happy with your list.
Yeah.
Oh, happy
That's
birthday to
right.
JD. Today's JD's birthday. I think he's like
Happy birthday
37.
to JD. He's
Yeah,
like
man.
37,
Happy
38. Hell yeah.
39, probably 41. Uh
Damn it. God, damn it. Happy
yeah.
birthday, JD. Hell yeah, bruh.
Um, so yeah, man, that's our list. Hey, if y'all listening to this, man, leave us a comment, leave us a
Please.
review, send us a
Yeah.
message on Instagram, the Polytickin
Yeah.
Podcast on Instagram. Let us know what
Mhm.
y'all lists are. Let us know what
And
gripes you have with Marcus's list.
yeah. I know y'all hate Sefa's list too. Nah, what?
No, I said they probably do.
Nah, yeah, nah, I don't even think we followed our own rubric. Well, I didn't. I was just like, well, who did I watch growing up?
I know. Yeah,
Who the hell was influential to
we
my
kind of
life?
we kind of mailed this one in, but it's all good. It means more.
Yeah,
It means
I'm.
more like when you don't think about it too much. That's like what's really in
Yeah.
your heart. It's not like strategic. It's not really, you're not really saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." It's more like just a feeling like, "Oh yeah, this person was big. This person," you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
Right. I mean, it's not a goddamn competition
It
We're
is,
just putting
but
it.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't what it
Right.
is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
I wish I honestly wish I put more thought into it, man. Because there's obviously honorable mentions. I just got to do my research and shit. But I mean, shit. I'm not mad at either of our lists, bruh.
Yeah,
I
we
like our
gonna
list.
don't trip. Next time we do this, we're gonna go a lot deeper into it. We're gonna have a full
Oh,
week. We didn't have a full week this time. We had a couple days, so
yeah.
next time we'll have a full week. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but you know who shouldn't have a full week?
Who?
The people who are behind creating AI drones.
Uh huh.
They should get fired immediately, expeditiously.
Yeah.
There was this story that came out on, was it Daily Times or something? I don't know.
The
Uh,
Guardian.
the Guardian. So there was
Mm.
a simulation of an AI drone. The drone was given instructions to, I don't know, protect people or whatever. It was basically
Protect
given,
your master. Protect him. Protect the operator.
yeah, it was like protect this certain operation or whatever. And the
Yeah.
AI drone went in and seen the information that there is a person standing by that has
Mm-hmm.
the power to override the drone. So instead of doing whatever mission that it had the drone doing, that they programmed the drone to do with the AI, it rerouted and in the simulation went after the guy with the kill switch on the drone because that
Oh.
guy was the drone's biggest danger. And when I tell you I
Right.
read this and
Oh my.
I wasn't surprised. Like we've seen this in how
Yeah.
many movies?
Man. Come
Did-
on, bro.
what did you think when you read
Well, I mean, I didn't really read it. I'm not gonna lie. I just seen the screenshot,
it?
and I was just like you, bruh. I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah.
Of course, they're gonna go after his fucking overlords, which is us, apparently, with the kill switch. So you know what I'm saying. But then also, it reminded me of what is it? I think it was Tesla with the self driving part, right? And
Mhm.
they had a demonstration for it. They had a demonstration for it, and there was a group of people or whatever, and they had that shit going, but then the car, when it turned on and it did whatever it did, it went forward and it hit somebody, bro. It fucking hit I think one of the curators of the event.
Like a
So
horror?
I'm just like, kinda, yeah. I think he did the good old flip onto the hood. So that's what that story reminded me of. I was like, yeah, bro, this shit is just gonna backfire, bro. We're over here trying to tame sentient AI, bro. It's gonna go after us, okay? Whether they're gonna kill us, as a drone or just run us over as a car, bro. So, what are we supposed to do to protect ourselves, bro?
Am I
Let's not
tripping?
go forward with this.
Yeah. Hey, world leaders, listen to this guy, Marcus, with a
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. I have all the solutions.
Let's not go
Okay.
forward with this, says Marcus. Yo, am I tripping? I might
What?
not be tripping though. I don't feel like I'm tripping. I feel
Okay.
like I feel like the steps that we're taking when it comes to artificial intelligence
Mm-hmm.
is like going from the rotary phone to the iPhone 12.
Right.
Like
They're not thinking of the stuff in between.
no,
They're not trying to fill it.
not really that. It's just I feel like it's just going so fast.
Mm.
Like bro, the idea, I don't want to bust nobody out, but the idea of telling a AI to draw you something is fairly new to me. I don't
Uh-huh.
really we wasn't doing that a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got AI cars and AI drone, like AI, the music, the voices. Like,
Yeah.
bro, am I tripping? Or is this just at an exponential rate that
Yeah, no, I don't think you're tripping. I just think it's been bubbling under the surface for years, though, bruh.
I
Like
feel
for it
like
to
it
just
went
roll
from,
out like this.
yeah, I feel like it went from crayons to freaking the Mona Lisa out of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Like like there was, I never heard of anything telling, like you telling it to write something and then it
Mm-hmm.
happening, and then GPT just rolls out and then it's just like everywhere.
Bro,
I
I'm
tripping?
still tripping on ChatGPT. I barely
Yeah.
got on that, and then I just learned you have to pay for it. I'm not paying for that, but I mean, still, like, goddamn, like what? I don't know,
Oh,
man. I don't know.
I'm
But none of
oh.
this is surprising, bro, because we don't know how to learn from our mistakes.
Have
We
y'all
don't know
not
how to
watched?
learn.
You never watched the Terminator? There's the
Come
president.
on, dog.
There's the president of NASA or whatever company developed this AI drone that was about to kill the person. Had they never seen Terminator? Like it was
Come
right
on,
there.
bro. You would think that would be the Bible to all this science fiction crazy shit. But everybody just seems to think that we're so arrogant that we think we can just override that shit. Like, nah, bro, we got it. We're hella smart. We got it, bro. They're not gonna outsmart us. Boom, fucking operator dies.
You know, how they be saying like there's like I don't know if it's a joke, but it's like a little story thing where they're just like, yeah, man, if you see a dude at your school that look like he could be one of them ones that'll come back upset with an AR, like give him a piece of gum, say what's up to him, be nice to him, like be
Right.
his friend, like be cool with him, just so in case something pop off, he don't mess with you. Like this is like a little
Right.
factoid or tidbit that people usually say. How do you do that with an AI bot?
I was just about to. Yeah, you can't. Like what? You're supposed to type it in. Like, please look.
How are you
Spare
doing?
me and my family. Yeah, how are you doing? How was your day? Please spare me and my family.
I'm thinking of the freaking the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, like put some extra oil in their joints or something. Like, how do you be friends with a computer? Like when the
Yeah, I
computers
don't
take
know.
over, how do you? Oh man, I don't know. That's crazy.
Just keep that shit charged.
You think some of
Keep them
these like
charged. Plug them in.
you think like when the computers start like thinking for themselves and stuff, and then like these guys who be falling like you ever watched the movie Her? Where the guy falls in love
Yeah,
with the
with
computer.
Joaquin, the good old Joaquin. Yeah, and the computer's fucking Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Like what
Uh
if what if like in the future computers can start thinking and feeling and have their own emotions, and then they
huh.
fall in love with a dude, and then the dude gets arrested or something, and the computer just like hacks the jail and gets him out of jail. Like a straight up love, like a love movie. This is gold, bro. Like imagine you get
Hey,
bet you
hey,
get
Hollywood writers. The strike is over, bro. Y'all need to come back and write this movie right now.
imagine getting broke out of jail by your computer girlfriend that everybody made fun of
That
you
would be
for.
that would be hard though. I would hella throw it in everybody's face. Like, bruh, she broke me out of prison. Did you? Fucking loser. She just hacked the entire FBI database to get me out.
That would be wild. That's a wild movie. Just like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
And you know what's funny is that's that's not out of the realm of possibility, bruh.
what
Because
is
just there's so much that AI can do for you, bruh.
what is going on? With ChatGPT just start hacking into the banks and start giving people like Robin Hood.
Hell yeah. Hell
that's
yeah.
that's a wild thought. What if one of these AIs just start going rogue and start being Robin Hood? Start sending crypto to everybody.
Oh, I definitely learned to befriend that fucking AI.
You know what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
how,
Like
but I would befriend him. Yeah.
that's wild, bro. Shout out to the AI drones, man. We are your friends. We
Yeah.
love
Please don't
you.
hurt us.
Here's
Please spare
some
my family.
here's some gum.
Yeah.
We're cool with y'all. Get the rich
Yeah.
people.
Please.
The broke people, we ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with y'all. Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny because
Take from the corporations.
that goes right into my next topic.
What?
One of the things that I see all the time on TikTok these days is people doing charity work. All right, man. I know we've talked about this before, and I've always said, like, when I see people like with the camera and then giving out money, or with the camera and giving out food, like it rubs me the wrong way. But I've always said, like, at least it's happening.
Right.
And if it takes for this video to be made for that person to be fed, who cares?
Right.
I don't feel like that no more.
Well,
I
what do you mean?
don't.
Well, what, like, how do you feel now? What is it? Like,
I
are you
think
just
it's
cynical about it like me? Like everything is just all an act.
I think.
It's all
Well, I think
for
I
the
think
views.
people. I don't think people even care to be busted out that it's. I think it's it's like clear as day that there's they're scripting these kind of giveaways or whatever. I think the people
Yes.
who are receiving them are actually really getting them, and I think
Mm-hmm.
some creators do it well. Like some
Mm-hmm.
creators, I don't know if they are, but they seem like they're a lot more compassionate. But bro,
The good old
some
Mr.
of these
Beast.
I don't really pay attention to him, but he has so much
Fair
money and
enough.
he helps so many people. He's in that category, like at least it's happening, so I ain't tripping. But like there's
Mm-hmm.
some of these people they're lower level, they're peasants, they're peasant philanthropists.
Yeah.
Uh some of these people on TikTok, bro, like I watch like the video that I shared in the notes. Like
Mm-hmm.
he goes, he gives the guy the money, the guy starts hugging him and he's like patting him on the head. He's smiling and laughing about it. He's like, "Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay." Like it just it just looks nasty. Like it just
Yeah,
looks
like it reeks of just dishonesty, bro. Right, man.
eh,
That's
I
how I've
don't
always thought of videos like that, bro.
I mean, so to me, before I used to be like, you know what? Some of these videos, when they're done correctly, and by correctly, I mean just by my gauge, but when they're done correctly, I could see it and I could also see like someone watching it and going, dang, I want to help somebody too. And then go from there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but a lot of the videos that I'm seeing now is real like it's just self like it's just straight up vanity. Like
yeah.
it's pure self-centered type of content,
Mm-hmm.
self-centered type of way, like to portray the image of giving out.
Mm-hmm.
It just I hate it, bro. And the thing about that is, to me, TikTok and tipping, like the tipping culture of America, is like hand in hand. So like I don't think a lot of people are too upset about it like this, like me.
Okay, wait. What is tipping culture? What are you talking about? Like tipping at the restaurant? That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was something else. I was like tipping culture. I didn't know there was a culture around tipping
Well, just the idea of tipping isn't normal and all. And this is kind of related, but
in
not
all
really
countries.
related.
Yeah.
In all countries, not tipping is not a thing. For
Mm-hmm.
those of y'all that don't know, tipping exists so that the companies who accept tips, like restaurants and stuff, they can keep the prices low of the food menus or the menus while paying the lower wages, lower than a minimum wage, to their workers, because
Mm-hmm.
they say it gets recouped with the tips. And so
Right.
a lot of the waitresses and the waiters, they will advocate for tipping because that's the majority of their wages come from that. Some of these waiters and waitresses get paid like $3 to $4 an hour. Like they don't make
Mm-hmm.
anything for clocking in. They make everything from gratuity. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a big deal. And I feel like the I feel like it's so cold the way these big corporations played it, because they got the two lower level dogs in the fighting against each other, which is the
Mm-hmm.
workers and the consumers. Like
Mm-hmm.
workers and consumers will argue all day about you should tip more versus I don't have to tip. I'm paying for the food. That's
My
your job.
God.
But
Oh yeah.
the real enemy is the companies. Like
Exactly.
they companies get to pass off these meal prices or these meals as this price, and
Mm-hmm.
they get to say it's like a lower price than other restaurants or whatever, because they don't have the same cost of paying their workers. So the
Mm-hmm.
companies look like the good guys. They're like, oh, we're still keeping the same prices. But in reality,
Right.
the companies are the ones that should be under fire. They
Mm-hmm.
should be raising the wages and also raising the cost of their food, and then give the consumers a chance to be like, do I want to go here or do I want to go somewhere else? But that's not the
Mm-hmm.
case. And the argument is so far from us blaming the corporation, the organized the companies, that people don't even realize it while they're arguing consumer versus waiters,
Mm-hmm.
workers.
That's
It's
what they want, y'all. The corporations want us to fight each other, okay? So we can just keep distracting each other from the real problem, which is them. taking
Yeah,
hella money off from everybody.
everybody make it
Everybody,
so.
especially their damn workers, man.
Yeah, you might feel good about a $17 steak, and then now you got to leave $20 tip, and now that
Right.
$17 steak actually is a $25 steak, but they don't want to tell you that. So yeah, but that tipping culture, like I was saying, have you been on TikTok live?
Yeah, a couple of times. Couple of times.
Do you see what these people do?
Nah, please tell me, man. Fill me in. I'm under a rock. Tell me.
Bro, they just sit there to ask for money. That's it.
Okay,
They
I've seen live streams of that. Yeah, I haven't seen it on TikTok live, but I've seen that.
dog, that's all they
Like what?
do.
Like just straight, just outright, just to be like, "Hey, tip me $5." Yeah. Okay, I've
So
seen videos of that.
no,
Plenty of those.
no, TikTok did it in a cold way. They did it in a
Okay.
super cold. So instead of just saying, "Hey, tip me $5," what TikTok does is they'll split screen just like we are now, and they'll
Mhm.
say, "All right, you got 5 minutes," and they go into these battles. And you go into these battles, and you double tap on the whoever you're voting for. If you're a viewer, you double tap their
Mhm.
picture, and the number goes up. But in order to like, instead of double tapping, you can send gifts in order to acquire more than just double taps. And it's basically like votes. So you can pay for votes. And so the
Wow.
coldest thing about it is you'll have these people go on battles, and they'll be battling like literally for hours. They'll just go on battles with random people they don't even know. And they'll be like, come on, let's get those gifts in. Come on, send some roses, send some universes. And that's
Wow.
the new hustle. So they'll sit
Whoa.
on live. People and the thing about so I was relating it to tipping culture. Nobody sees anything wrong with it. Like
Mhm.
as people, like Twitch and all these other things, like that's kind of where it was headed. But now we're at TikTok where like, bro, they could just sit here and just be like, come on, I need some votes, I need some roses, I need some universes, I need some of this and that. And people would just
Right.
throw money away, and it'll make
Yeah.
them feel good. It'll see their name pop up. It'll make whoever
Mhm.
they're viewing super excited to see their name. And
Mhm.
I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
What
and
are we
they're
doing?
hiding it behind like this big like battle thing. I
Yeah.
don't know, like yeah, like it's some kind of video game type thing that makes you feel involved by
Mm-hmm.
giving out more money. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. Ugh. Wait. But how does that? Wait, how are you trying to? Not that with the tipping culture. Does that relate to the charity cases on TikTok? Oh well, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But
so
they're
so
not really begging. They're just over here. I mean, I
no, they
guess
are
it is in a
begging.
way. It is
They
begging.
are
That's
begging.
begging.
They are
Oh, like
begging.
literally begging.
They are
Come on,
begging.
guys. Let me get more of those gifts. Yeah, come on, man.
Hey,
Okay,
they
okay, I
are.
get it.
So look, so you go from that, right? You go from the, hey guys, let's get some double taps in here, blah blah blah. And I'm not mad at that,
Mm-hmm.
like, because the double taps, like, the more likes you have on your live, then the more
Mm-hmm.
people TikTok pushes to your stream. I'm not mad at that. But
Right.
then when they start doing the battles, and they start doing the, hey man, like I remember one I was watching, like, because TikTok, you just swipe, and I was watching one, and this girl, she was losing. It was a black girl, and they're probably all, I think they were all black, and she was like saying she was losing by she was losing by a lot, and the other dude, he was just like, oh yeah, your followers is broke, your followers is broke. My people, my
Mm.
community, we balling over here. And
Mm.
she was like, hell no, you just wait till so and so come in here. Every time I say, oh, I wonder what that line looked like, she drop a line. She already know. And they was bragging to each other
Mm.
about how rich their followers were.
Yeah.
So I was just so dog. I be getting pissed off, man. I'm too old. I'm way too old. I just feel I'm
You
too
don't want to
old.
start doing that?
When I was doing the music reviews, I was getting like
Mm-hmm.
gifts while they was listening,
No. Okay.
but
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't
see
battle
that
nobody.
that's a right. No, see that's the difference though. You're providing a service. You're doing the
Yeah.
reviews. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Mhm.
thing. What they're doing is not really a service. They're literally just sitting there bragging about how many followers can give them the most money. That's
Some of
not
them do
really a
that, yeah.
service to anyone. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not really a service to anyone. You're not really providing anything to anyone. I guess like they can say like it's pure entertainment, but
Yeah,
then
that's basically what it is.
it's exactly what it is. It's entertainment, but then it's like, damn, how predatory is that?
The
Kind of
thing
weird.
that you mentioned where you said it's like a video game, like you're interactive. I
Mm-hmm.
never thought of it like that, but it really is like that.
Yeah.
When you buy one of the gifts, like they have one where like, you know how you have the face filter and then it identify where you're at. They'll put a hat on
Mm-hmm.
the person and it'll look like they're like shooting eye beams or something, like a filter,
Mm.
but you can activate
Mm-hmm.
it with your donations. So
Oh,
like,
come on, bro. No,
you
no
know,
wonder why there's so many people into that, bro. Hell yeah. Of course, I
yeah,
would love to see my face light up like that with fucking laser beams shoot out my eyes, bro. Hell yeah, I would donate money to see shit like that, bro. So, as disgusting as that is, I get it, man. Like, the
yeah.
brightness, is the involvement. It's
The
just, you're
endorphins.
just the
Yeah.
endorphins, the serotonin, but that's all it is. Like, that's really all it is. And there's really not much service besides entertainment and making you feel like you're involved. And I mean, people have just taken that to an extreme, huh? That's what's going
Oh,
on out here.
bro, watch. Get on TikTok, bro. Just swipe through the lives a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about. And you
Get out of
might be
TikTok. It's rotting your brain.
you might be disgusted right now, but when you see it in person, you're gonna
Yeah.
make yeah, you'll see. You gotta explain it.
You know
You
what?
gotta watch it and explain on the next episode how you feel watching that.
Okay, I'm a little scared right now because I just might get involved and pay $5 to see
Yo,
laser
chill.
beams shoot out my eyes. Okay, yeah, I'm with
This
it. I
guy-
got you.
Hey,
If I fuck around and then start my own battles.
don't be that guy. But if you do, man, do it on my stream.
Yeah. Come on, guys, give us gifts. That's crazy, bro. People are weird, man.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world, bro. It's the wild, wild west out here, man.
Man, is it, bro? We need to find some kind of thing like that. We need to find we need to find something that'll get us some money like that. Yeah, an exploitation move. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, we about to drop these Polytickin Podcast crypto coins. You feel me?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Have you invest and then pull the fuck out. Commit some fraud.
Rug.
Is that what that is? I don't even know the term.
That's what they call it. They call it a rug. They pull the rug from under you. Yeah.
They pull the rug out from under you.
I've been rugged a couple times.
For real? Oh man.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm so scared of stuff like that, bro. Just because I'm hella ignorant of that shit. I'm just like, dog, I want to invest because I want some money. I'm gonna get rugged.
I was ignorant and I had money and I was like, oh yeah, hell, this is gonna be great.
We're gonna double up.
This is gonna be incredible in the future. 3 months later, bro, the website don't work no more. Oh yeah, been there, bro. Never again.
Yeah.
God, anyways, we had one more. You had a tweet that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, this goes back to what we talked about last week. I think it was the Patreon episode, right? Where with the slurs, right? I'll just bring it up for the weekly episode. So I said last week that since slurs are not cool anymore, and I say that very lightly, you know what I'm saying? We use slurs a lot, but now we're a lot better now. We're a lot smarter now. We're not punching our women to the mold. We're not making jokes like that. We're not saying these slurs to insult each other, whatever, right? So now our insults have to become a lot more creative. And this tweet was one of the funniest ones I read all week. All right, one of the funniest ones. And this shit just had me friggin' dying. It says, and it shows everything that I was talking about, man. These kids are a lot more creative in talking shit to each other, bro. Because I would have never thought to think of that on the fly. How fucking hilarious is this? It goes, overheard one kid at the Mall of America tell his friends he had to get his wisdom teeth out. And his friend says, why? Got to make room for more dicks? And wow, insults have really come a long way since I was a kid. And I was like, God damn. How old is this kid? He's had the internet since birth. All right. So he's probably seen and done some wild shit on the internet. So his brain is just full of all these creative ass insults to where it's just like, bruh, I need to come up with this shit and I need to hire him as a writer. Because that's fucking gold right there. How fucking hilarious is that, bro? And I just want to know how old these kids are to be talking all this crazy shit and to give something to the parents to be like, hey, bro, hey, y'all got to watch these little monsters, bro. Because if y'all step out of line, these little monsters will roast the fucking pants off of you. Okay?
I'm gonna be real. I didn't even learn about wisdom teeth until I was like in high school.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
And like, yeah, I thought the shark, the little vampire ones, I thought those was your wisdom teeth my whole life.
Your incisors.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even like your wisdom tooth is like in your gum still.
Mm-hmm.
Like is that where that it's like in your gum still?
And if
I haven't gotten those taken out.
Well, you sometimes you don't have to, but you might have to later on down the road. And I thought I was safe. I'm 30, I'm 31, so I thought I was safe. I was like, all right, cool. I'm as grown as you get. Like we're good. My mom was like, I got my wisdom teeth pulled out at 41 or 42. And I was like, damn. Like I don't want to do that. But I'm like, it's still a possibility. You almost out the window. But for me, I got like this round. But for me, I'm far away from my 40s. So
shut your ass up. A lot closer than me to having to go see about your wisdom teeth. I do want to go see a dentist. I for sure need to go see a dentist, bro. I'm at a point where I just want them out already. They don't bother me or nothing. I just want to be able to be like, I got my wisdom teeth out.
Your wisdom. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to take all my teeth out, bro. Yeah.
Like, what is going on over here?
I'm at a point in my life where I want to take all my teeth out.
That's what I thought you said. You was like, I'm at a point in my life where I just want them out. I was like, what?
Yeah. I was like, are you okay?
Do you got a boyfriend?
Hey, you can't make jokes like that.
I gotta be clever.
What got snorted? Yo. Oh, that was it.
Marcus was all his teeth out. That's wild, bro.
That's hilarious, bro. Oh.
This fool Marcus ain't got he don't want no teeth. He at the point where he just don't want teeth.
I want my teeth. I just want my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh.
I don't know why I have no pain in them.
Okay.
But, I do need to go see the dentist about,
Hey, and when they do, if they do start hurting, you got to get them pulled, because if not, they'll come out and they'll push all your teeth forward. Bro, nah, straight up they'll just come out and bully the rest of your mouth. They'll just push all your teeth forward, bro. Straight up. Oh. That J. Cole gonna be your theme song. Crooked smile. And then crooked smile. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought, that's not good at all. So I remember seeing x-rays of them, and they're pointed at an angle, right? They're actually at an angle. They're not straight up or whatever, however teeth work. I assume all teeth just go straight up and down, but it's a fucking angle. So if it's, you know what I'm saying?
That was your x-ray that showed that?
No, not my x-ray.
Oh, I was about to say, you done.
X-ray.
You out of here.
Yeah, you might need to take that out right now.
You involuntarily about to have no teeth.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. We don't know. I haven't been to a dentist in over a decade.
Yeah, however long.
When's the last time you've been to a dentist?
Over a decade.
Oh, for real? Yeah. What about a doctor?
Oh, a doctor? A couple years ago, I had an ear infection.
That just means you suck at swimming.
I can't. It was an ear thing, but
how did you get an ear infection at 29?
I honestly don't remember. Marcus. I just remember it hurting a lot. It was throbbing.
You got an ear infection at 29, bro? What's
something like that? Shit, I don't know. I can't remember.
Was you swimming and you kept floating?
No, I stay away from the water.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So had you got an ear infection without swimming?
Huh?
You got an ear infection without swimming?
You can get an ear infection without swimming. Sometimes I think you can definitely get an ear infection from using too much Q-tips. That shit is bad for your ears. I think that might have happened. Yeah, you can get an ear infection without swimming.
Oh,
Wait, you only thought swimming just causes ear infections?
That's the only time I've ever gotten ear infections is swimming.
No, I used to get them a lot when I was a kid. Not swimming.
What was you doing?
I don't I don't really remember. It just
what were you doing in 1997?
It was like I don't know, like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That's wild, bro. You got an ear infection at 29. That's crazy.
But but a doctor, I can't remember, bro. I don't think I've ever been like to a doctor.
I ain't gonna lie.
In years.
I gotta bring this up because I'll make it fun of you, but I got a bad story.
What?
I didn't get an ear infection, but in Samoa, I used to wear my headphones a lot when I used to listen to music and make music in my room. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that was bad. And all the humidity and everything, you shouldn't be always wearing headphones. I didn't know that until I thought I was going deaf. Bro, I thought I was going deaf. I was so scared. My ear was super hurting, like the whole left side of my face. And I was like, yo, what? And I didn't say anything. Like, I wasn't trying to say nothing. I hadn't been to a doctor. I guess that was a doctor's visit. And then one day, bro, like the pain was too much. Like, I told my grandma, I was like, Grandma, there's something wrong with my ear. She was like, what's wrong? I was like, I can't really hear out of it. She was like, what? I was like, it's throbbing. I can't hear out of it. And there was like some other things, like my eye was messed up. And she looked at me, she looked at my ear. She was like, oh, yeah, that's a boil. I was like, what? She's like, you got a boil in your ear. I was like, what? Bro, I had a big old, the boil was like growing in my ear canal, whatever. And then it grew so much that it blocked it all. And I couldn't hear. But the worst part was I got them in both ears.
Oh, damn, bro.
So one went up, and then I had to go. We went to the witch doctor, Samoan witch doctor. And I had to go to a tree and I had to pick off a leaf. And then I brought it to the dude. And then he rolled up the leaf and he basically smoked it. He took the stem from the leaf, put it in my ear, and he went like up, down, left, and right, like freaking Grand Theft Auto. And then he blew smoke into my ear.
Okay.
And then there was this cream or something that he put on and he was massaging my ear with the baby oil and stuff. And then I was like, is this supposed to help me? And my grandma was like, yeah, but we're going to the hospital so you can get it operated. Not operated, but I went to the hospital after he did all that. And then they went in with the scissors and they pressed it. And then I was like, why did I do that? And she was like, hey, shut up. Yeah. That's just how you're supposed to do it. And then I did it for the other year. We went and did a whole ceremony and got to smoke and, everything and the rub. And then I went to the hospital and they did the same thing with the pair of scissors. And I was like, why did I do the first step when I could have just came here?
Yeah. Why couldn't you just go straight to the second step?
Because shut up. That's what I learned.
Yeah, because shut up. Shut your mouth, Sefa. Shut up. We're going to go over there. You know what? That's crazy because I think that's where the idea of putting a cigarette in your ear, a lit cigarette in your ear, because the smoke is supposed to like help with ear infections, I guess. I guess that's where that comes from. And I heard it from family. But I don't know. They swear it works, but when you explain it, I'm just like, that doesn't sound like it works at all.
I ain't gonna lie. He was related. He was an uncle, but that was kind of weird. Just a grown man going right in my ear.
Yeah, for real, bro.
He did it like 3 times.
with the oil like this.
This fool got hella close to me and blew smoke in my ear 3 times, bro. I'm not saying nothing though, man. Shout out to the Oos. Shout out to the big Oos.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, crisscross applesauce on the floor at the house, and he was just taking big old puffs and go right in my ear, bro.
Yeah, I'm mildly uncomfortable right now, guy.
It felt a little good, but not really.
This thing is like, stop. Stop it.
I hate this guy, yo.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, hold on, bro. Wait.
I freaking hate this guy.
Yo.
Marcus got fake teeth.
Sefa had his ears massaged for nothing.
Marcus had an ear fixation at 29. What the hell?
What is this show turned into, bro? Yo,
did you get the chicken pox at 32? What's going on here?
I don't remember. That's funny. I don't remember getting the chicken pox at all, and I hear it's bad to get it as an adult.
Yeah.
So I wish I got it as a kid. If I get it at 47, bro, how embarrassing is that? And it could kill me. Like, that shit is deadly.
Hey, man. So?
Shut up.
Yo, get this guy out of here, yo. Oh, snaps. Oh, freaking hate this guy.
Look, okay, before we go, serious question. Did you feel any difference after he did that? Be honest.
Yeah, I felt weirder. I felt weirded out. You need to go to a doctor. That's an ulcer right there. Marcus got a hernia.
Oh man. Holy
This is for y'all. This is for y'all. We're throwing away our friendship for you guys. Subscribe to the Patreon to hear us hate each other more. Double taps and send us some.
Yeah, please send us a gift. We're gonna battle. Yo, fuck those guys, bro. They're not getting a damn dime from me.
We battle for free.
Yeah, come on. Oh, that is wild, man. Oh, I don't have any money to tip any of those motherfuckers, so whatever. They're not getting a friggin' dime from me. Holy shit. You got anything else, bro?
I'm all cried out, bro.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man. I got, man.
Wait. I just want to say we apologize for the lateness. We're going to try to get this out ASAP, audio-wise. I don't know about the video, but, Polytickin Podcast, the Patreon, the Instagram, the email.
Yeah.
Send us some stuff, man. Talk to us. We love it. We love to hear comments. We love to see comments. Leave a review. I'm just learning about the review system on Apple or all the podcast platforms. Leave a review, write a review. It makes the algorithm like us a little more. Check us out. And we appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, man. Ditto from me, man. All of that. Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month with the rare pack, extra episode, an exclusive episode on Fridays. Again, apologize for the lateness. Has some stuff going on, but we're gonna get it going, and hopefully you're gonna be hearing this episode within the next hour or two, something like that, like an hour. Yeah, we'll set a time limit, but yeah, an hour. Heard the man. All socials, Instagram, Twitter, Polytickin Podcast. Oh, hello, Marcus, Sefa M. All the usual stuff. Thank you again. I got nothing else.
Take us out, bro.
This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast, you nerds. I'm Marcus. That's Sefa. We're out. Go far. Soy for.
Yeah, fine.
Ha.